Yo, what's good? This is Provo, Great Sports Debaters. It's my response to light, crazy uh, question to Tim Tebow or Mark Sanchez. Let's get into that right now. First off, Tim Tebow or Mark Sanchez? Really, fam? I mean, Tim Tebow is not a quarterback. I don't know how many times I've said this. He is not a quarterback. He's a good football player. He's not a quarterback. What he did last year was impressive, but you have to keep in mind, look at the numbers that he had. That's one. Two, the caliber of teams that he played against. He didn't play against anybody, really, until they played the Steelers, and then they played the Patriots. And the Steelers were marred by injuries. It was crazy. They was nowhere near the same team. The quarterback was at like 40%. Their defense was down. They was missing a lot of players. A lot of players was playing hurt. It was ridiculous. And they were at home. So, I mean, kudos to them for winning that game. But they didn't play the Steelers. The Steelers that won all those games. You understand? You know what I mean? Anyway, and they backed their way into the playoffs. So that's and also, to be a quarterback, you have to do it more consistently than he does it. You can't just show up in the fourth quarter. He didn't make he didn't make that defense play any better. You know what I mean? They rallied behind him because they knew they had to. They had to go extra because they knew what kind of player he was. They didn't rally behind him because he inspired them. They rallied behind him because they had to go triple hard to support what he lacked in. Now, he did do, he had a lot of fourth quarter comebacks, but like I said, it was against lame defenses. It wasn't none of the upper echelon teams. All of them was under 500, besides the Steelers, and I already told you the case with that. Now, match him with Mark Sanchez and why the Jets brought him. It's not going to be no quarterback competition. They just gave Mark Sanchez a shitload of money. I don't like Mark Sanchez personally, and I think that his development is taking too long, but he's light years ahead of Tim Tebow. Mark Sanchez is a quarterback. He's just not a starting quarterback yet, but he is a quarterback. He's way ahead of what Tim Tebow is capable of doing. Tim Tebow plays hard, but Tim Tebow only did that for not even half a season. It takes a whole season to make a quarterback. When he gets 16 in and I see what he did after 16 games, then you can talk to me about Tim Tebow. Until then, he was just hella lucky and had some bullshit ass competition to play against. And then, like I said, his defense rallied around him. The Jets just gave Sanchez a shitload of money. They are not sitting that man on the bench. You best believe that. I don't give a fuck what happens at training camp. They gave that man a lot of money for a reason. They brought Tim Tebow in there. I'm gonna tell you exactly why they brought him there. Yeah, they're gonna have some packages for him, just like they had packages for Brad Smith. But it's mainly to drive Sanchez. There's nobody cracking the whip on that boy. And that's why they really brought that guy there. Truth be told, they might not say it, but that's what it is. Because nobody's making him understand how important. Nobody putting the pressure on him. He's not feeling no pressure. He's this pretty boy and he's modeling and he's smiling and everything's good. I just gave him my best. He's not feeling no pressure. Tebow's to bring pressure to him. And there's going to be hella pressure because whoever came up with the idea is a genius. Because they know they're going to be screaming for Tebow as soon as this guy starts fucking up. So he's going to be pressured to perform better. That's the only reason Tebow was here. Come make a few plays and put pressure on Sanchez. That's the main reason he's here. They gave Sanchez all that money for a reason. Now, as far as Tebow being a better leader, Tebow is not a leader. I would say that he sets a good example with his work ethic and how hard he tries. But I don't see him yelling. He's not a vocal leader. He's not telling cats where to be and what to do because he don't know that yet. So he's not leading from that aspect. He may be leading by example because they see he's trying real hard. But he's not directing nothing. And that's what a quarterback needs to do. He can't direct. You have to do that on a consistent basis. Sanchez ain't doing that on a consistent basis, but he damn sure got better numbers than your man do. So, at the end of the day, Sanchez is a quarterback. Tebow is not. It's just that simple. You can slice it up however you want it until Tebow plays a full season and puts up a better completion percentage, and they let him throw the ball more than 10 times a game. Then you talk to me. They're not letting him even be a quarterback. They don't even want to give him a chance. Now, let's see what happens when they let him sling the rock 20 times a game. I guarantee you that boy, they're going to pull him out that game real fast. He can't throw accurately. He's a good athlete. Just like anybody. It's a lot of cats that can throw the ball. That don't make them a quarterback. He's a good athlete. He need to be a halfback or something, or he come in that wildcat package, and maybe even be a tight end. Try that, but he's never going to be a starting quarterback. I don't care what you say. They went with him in Denver because the fans, they forced that shit. And Denver, they was crying to win. And Orton was just playing so horribly, they had to put him in. That shit ain't flying nowhere else. You got a half-ass quarterback. Anyway, that's from Provo's point of view. Getting at you light. Let me know. GSD, Great Sports Debaters. I'm going to put this up in the group too, see what's popping. And I got to get my edit game up, light. Don't worry about it. I see you doing a lot of big things. I like that. I'm going to catch up. 1.